Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
Ah, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose what I want.
Hey! Hey! We're back.
Hey, folks.
We're live.
Here we are. Studio. We came in late. It's 5:38 because, well, Sea Dog was late. He got into a fender bender. But
Supposedly, no photos, no blood, no band-aids, no nothing.
Interesting. Yes, I want to see the police report.
It's always something. By
I
the
can tell
way.
you her name.
Ooh, you fucking her already?
I know. Yeah, you sent me enough women's names.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, Chuck. If
Not the
it's
first
not
one.
his back, it's a bike race. If it's not a bike race, it's a disc. If it's not
Yeah.
a disc, it's a fucking
It's a bumper.
who knows what.
Not the first time you hit a lady from the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working on it.
Shelby was like Cal Ripken. Every day he was out here with the injuries.
Yep.
Just a phone call. Oh, I was in a car wreck.
Yep.
I'm fine. Nothing's wrong with my car, but
He didn't even have a car. He walked everywhere. He left at 8 a.m. He got here at 5 p.m. It all worked out.
it just slide home on his big lips. I mean, no,
You got that right.
no problems.
CSLs.
Ever.
Cal Rippin, he's a pitcher. I'm more of a catcher.
Hey.
All right. Well, hey, good to have you. Glad you're okay. Glad you're fucking that lady you rear-ended.
Yeah.
And here we are. But yeah, what I'm saying is it's 5-ish, and hopefully the office queefs and the suits and the businessmen are back home with their wives in Long Island.
Yes, I agree. There's one guy with his door open, and we were just discussing. It feels you can't complain about the sound if your door's open.
You got that right. You're asking for it. It's like a short skirt.
His door's always open. Now, let me ask you this, just to go back for a moment. Who do you think is better at making up stories for why they're late on the fly? You or Chuck? Because I feel like you're
interesting.
two of the greats all time.
Well,
Two of the all-time greats.
yeah.
I mean, you're actually not great, which I always thought was surprising because you do it a lot,
Uh-huh.
but you're not good.
I'm a terrible fucking liar. I'm a terrible liar.
I bought the bender.
The bender I buy.
thing.
That's real, right?
That's-
I just looked it up. Her name is.
Say your
Don't say
name.
it.
No?
Jeez, bleep that. She's a senator of Iowa. She doesn't want that out
She
there.
could sue
She's a
you for
teacher.
putting her name.
Teacher. Well,
Like you just
she's-
put your name into one of those come up with a name things.
Uh-huh. So wait, what about my late? The lies are no good?
Well, I mean, the first one I remember is you driving with me. With your girlfriend at the time, and you're like, there's
Oh.
5 of us in the car.
Yeah.
We're taking turns driving. You're like,
Yeah.
I see a big sheet of ice up ahead.
She bought that. Hook, line, and
Well, I think
clinker.
I think she might have been a dodo if she bought that. You
Wow.
can't see ice. You're doing 80 miles an hour. Why would we switch seats? The whole thing was insane.
You got to remember, if you want to believe it, you're more likely to believe it. I think she wanted to believe it.
I think Hitler said that. The bigger the lie, the more people believe it.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Well, there you
Hitler,
go.
he he had some ideas.
Oh, yeah. Well, he got shit done. I'll give him that. But I will say, I think a lie is almost like a comedy joke where if you go hard, it's you buy it more. Meaning, if you tiptoe around maybe black folk, it's going to get you some pushback. But if you go all in and call them the N-word and say horrible things, they go, all right, he's being silly.
Right.
Kramer taught me that.
Yeah. Not sure. I might have to question your police work there, but you know.
I don't know about them with the blacks, but yeah.
But no, yeah, I mean, I think obviously you go big, car accident, not too big.
Right.
It's believable. I mean, we bought it.
Yes.
But
You know what's another good lie trick? Lie and make it embarrassing for you, and they believe it because they go, oh, he must be telling the truth. Why would he let us know his dick is small?
yeah, or you go just you go. It's just I can't even get into it. It's crazy.
Sure.
It's just too much going on. It's not even worth telling you. And people go, oh, all right.
Right. Kind of like the feminine, like, teacher, I have to go to the bathroom. Nobody's going to the bathroom. Well, it's a feminine need. And they go, oh. I used that one a few times.
But here's where you guys are bad. There's too many. You can only if you did one a year.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I got you. But Chuck, he's like, I have back surgery. The next day, he hit a woman. The next day, it's a
Right.
bike race. I didn't
Right.
see any bikes.
Do you believe the bike race?
The bike race, I believe. I saw the bikes. The rest is made up. The disc, you're hopping around like a maniac.
I know. I shouldn't have started being more gymnastic at the same time as I had the back
Look how
back
you're
surgery.
sitting. You're like leaning in, like
Yeah, you're pretty comfortable over there for a back nut.
yeah.
All right. Well, we're glad you're here. You're queer. You didn't die. I hope that fender bender didn't hurt your back.
I know that
was-
could have been bad.
it-
What did you get? Whiplash.
It was absolutely nothing. To me,
All right.
the person should have been like, no problem, and we should have both taken off.
Yeah, well, it was 44 minutes and nothing, but we're here. We're live. A little late.
Oh boy.
All
It's
right.
all pipes.
Now, what are you going with next week? What do you think? Bunions? What did Trump
I'm
have?
thinking Ukraine, maybe a Russian bombing, or they're going to nuke Staten Island. Something's going to happen.
Yeah. Who knows? Get to work on it now. Maybe you guys can come up with something.
All right,
together.
we'll put our dumb heads together and we'll figure out maybe sickle cell. Who knows? We'll get something cooking.
The truth will set you free, but we're here. Chuck's on the ones and twos. As you know him, you love him. Mm-hmm. We're back for another Tuesdays with Stories.
Here, here. Whoop, 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 whoop,
And
whoop.
we're just going strong. I mean, we're in here, in and out every week for what, 10 years almost?
Wow.
9? Coming up
Yeah.
on 9 years.
9 years. Wow, we almost are hitting puberty soon. 9 is a good year.
Yeah, 9.
9 lives, 9 o'clock, 9 inches,
9
9 and a half
49ers.
weeks. All right.
In
I'll
2 more
take
years,
that.
we can legally fuck an adult.
Yes, 11?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Maybe in Jersey.
That's right.
Did I have that right? I believe so.
Yeah, something like that. Tell that to Jared Fogle.
That's a great Gillis bit. The bit about they had to go, who had to go first? Like, all right, what do you
Right.
think, Rhode Island? He's like, I don't know, 15. They're like, Jesus. He's like, well, what were you going to say? Why do I got to go first?
That's a great bit.
Great bit. Very funny comedian.
I think he opened his special with that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because he did that. He did a cool thing with his Shane Gillis special where he did like a bit, and then it started. So then he went back to the special. So he showed you a bit, then he did a little intro, then he went back to the special.
Oh, that's smart. That's fun.
It was fun. It was a nice little trick.
That is a good trick.
And it's doing quite well on the YouTubes, as is yours. I think, have we hit 200?
At the time of recording this, we're by the time you're hearing this, I would hope at 200,000 because
Wow,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it's still going strong. It's cooking. It's queefing. I want to thank all the Tuesdays who are just right on it. I mean, like we talked about it last week, but I mean, 4,000 people in the chat,
Woo!
all kinds of donations, and everyone's spreading the word, spreading their butt cheeks.
It's a beautiful thing. It feels like a community. It feels like a family. The Tuesdays, they rally. You can see them on the chat rooms. They're going, hey, it's tonight, 9:30. Get your peanut butter. Get your toast. We are doing it, fatty.
Yeah, and your dog to lick it up. It's been fantastic. I just feel touched. But then you have the stress come in. Then it starts to slow.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I got to do this podcast. I got to try to get on that show. I got to get on this show. And we've been talking about, I'm tired of doing all the shows.
It's a nightmare.
You
but
just want to do stand-up. I want to write and do stand-up and talk to you for an hour a week. But you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to email the reels, the queefs.
I'm having a hard time, because I agree with you, and I'm having a hard time deciding. I feel like I'm writing less material than I used to, and is that because of all the extra shit we have to do, or is that because I'm lazier now, or is that because I'm gay? What do you think it is? Is it a combination, amalgam?
It's a combination. I think, first of all, you become less desperate. Right?
Ah,
I always
that's
think about-
something.
I was thinking about this the other day. I posted some clip and some guy's like, dude, you seem desperate. And I'm like, I am desperate. I'm like, I'm putting everything I have into this job.
yeah,
I've tried.
this is my livelihood.
You
You
never
cum guzzler.
tried anything.
Wow.
I'm like, I spent $25,000 on a sign and $300 on the rest of the production.
Right.
And it's very difficult. I'm all in on this thing. I got
Yes.
a wife. Eventually, you have to retire. Your popularity is brief.
Fleeting.
There's young people coming up behind us.
Yeah, rear ending.
And I always think of Springsteen, my god, my idol, my hero. He had a show, he used to play these 4-hour shows, and that's how he made it, the live and the thing.
Is that right?
And he's sitting there, and he's just completely exhausted. I mean, you got to watch one of these old shows. You can't
Sure.
believe the energy. And someone's interviewing and go, how do you play that long, that hard, for that amount of time with that much energy? And he said, I don't know. I guess it's just desperation.
There you go. The hunger, Jerry. I mean, it's real. Like, you can see it. That's why these comedians, their first, second album is always bananas, lights out, killer, lunch, because they need it. I remember riding out to lunch, literally, and being like, this isn't hitting. This line has to
Right.
hit. If it doesn't hit, I'll kill myself. And then, of course, nobody bought it and had to go on YouTube, and it was a failure and all that. But I don't work as hard as I did then. And I think you're right. It's the hunger.
Well, another thing that becomes hard as you sell tickets is they're there to see you. They're excited to laugh. So they're like, all right, yes, that, this, that. I mean, I watched Louis have this 20 years ago at the Creek, or 10 years ago, whatever it was.
The creek.
At the Creek, he's popped in.
And
he
the
goes,
cave?
And the cave.
Okay.
And he goes, something, I don't know, that doesn't make sense. So I fucked my mother in the ass until she came. The crowd was like, ah. And he's like, no.
That's not good.
That's not the joke.
Right.
But they start to laugh and love you every more. The first hour or two, you're building in front of some fans, but mostly strangers. That's why it
Fiction.
becomes hard.
Yeah.
You got to go you got to go to like, Bumbledick, Montana, and see how it works
Right.
there. Will it play in Peoria?
Aha. Which is where Richard Pryor and Kinnison are from.
I didn't know Kinnison was from
Yeah,
there.
isn't that wild? The two of the greats are from this one little rinky-dink cum-guzzling town.
No kidding. That's like
Something there.
Canton, Massachusetts. Ira Proctor, Mike Favreau, Bill Burr. Those other two aren't quite as good.
I don't know
but-
Favreau. Did he do Iron Man?
no, that was John Favreau. Mike Favorman.
Thank
Favorman.
you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Favreau. He's from Queens.
That's right. Is that right?
I believe it is.
Wow.
Give that a goog. I try to know where everybody's from. Give me a celebrity.
He has the Queens College in Swingers, so that's
Is that
something.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I think that was a little autobiography.
A little little homage.
Yes.
Did he ever do stand up though?
No, hopefully not. Too many people doing stand-up. Kill yourself. Quit.
Yeah, Flushing.
There you go.
What is he,
Flush.
Asian?
Favreau. I think that sounds French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Francois.
I put an Asian joke on my Insta today, a clip. Me and a Korean lady went at it, and she was a fan, and she's cool. We took a photo after. But all you see is the Asian jokes. So I got a couple of, Koreans DMing me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, one guy wrote it like, hey, this is a little much. Like, I'm a fan, but geez, you're better than this. And I DM'd him, and I was like, hey, I didn't mean to upset you. I was clearly, it was like the thing I said before. I was going all in. I was being ridiculous. And he
Right.
was like, I appreciate that. And he took his comment down.
No kidding.
So discussion
Ridiculous.
is key. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He said it. So, yeah, discussion is key, and it was a beautiful thing, and now we're tighter.
By the way, I'm quoting Seinfeld for God's sakes.
I know,
You're throwing
I
me
know.
under the tits. I don't want to be under the tits. I want to be above the tits. Coming on them.
The Rhines are crossed.
Whoa.
Easy.
Also from Seinfeld. By the way, Chuck looks like he's going to fight me. He's just staring at me,
No,
moving
my
his
hand is still shaking, but the accident wasn't anything.
Yeah.
I hate it. I
Oh.
got the adrenaline thing. It's
Still
the
going.
adrenaline.
Wow.
Try some straw breathing.
yeah.
You know about the straw
No,
breathe?
What's that?
You got to do some straw breathe.
I'm
I'm
off
annoyed,
straws.
that's all.
They
I'm
hurt
just annoyed.
turtles.
Straw breathe, that's when you breathe into the nose and then you do a longer exhale out the mouth as though there's a straw, like a small circle, which is how I breathe always. And it will lower your heart rate in just a few moments.
I do that with sleeping. When I can't sleep, I do they say I do a double intake.
Oh, interesting.
That's Andrew Huberman.
I don't know Huberman, but you want to be breathing in through your nose. I read a whole book on that one.
Sometimes I got a nose clog.
We got to kick into gear because I think this whole episode, this is more of a bonus. I mean, Chuck's giving us hand signals. If you ever give me hand signals, I already said it. You're the guy. You ever have the guy that like you say something and then some person says it? I'm like, that's what I just said.
Sure.
Well, they're like, you're like this. We got to crank up the energy. And the guy's like, yeah, the energy's low. And I'm like, I already acknowledged that.
I know.
Why are you telling
I
me
know.
what I already said?
I feel the same way with, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I already said I do. You know, that you go, hey, the wall's blue. And you go,
yeah, it is.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, we did
Yes,
this.
I said that.
Now we're repeating. I can't validate you twice. It's too much.
You know my wife. Yeah, that's why I said hello. Anyways, let's get it up. I got my feet up. You know what it is? We got to write more material. We suck. We're horrible now. But anyways, the comedy now, it's all pipes and podcasts and bonuses and Patreons and reels and clips and my father's gay.
I
It's so
know.
much shit that's not stand-up.
And here's the clinker. One, they go, when's the next special? Where's the special? What's next? You're like, well, I'm doing all this. And then they go, hey, the podcast was a minute late. Kill yourself. And you're like, so now I got to have a special and the podcast is a minute late. So you hate me, but you love the pod, but you hate us, but you hate that's late. It's too much.
I know. It's hard, and I'm going to shoot myself in the tits at some point.
But I'm also sure they love the complaining about it.
Yeah, it's all fun. But anyways, we're here. We're queer. It's live. We're at the lunch stuff. What's not even? What do we call this one? Lunch stuff 2 or
This might be dinner at this
Lunch
point.
Stuff North.
lunch stuff
Oh,
north?
there we go. LSN.
Lunch stuff goo. I mean, this is temporary,
gobbler.
folks, here because we got a lawyer, an accountant, and I can't even think of a third job. But they're all here.
Rabbi.
So we're here. We're happy. We're excited.
Yeah, it's late in the day. Hopefully the queefs have gone home and leave us alone because we have a noise complaint in the works.
There's queefs in here and kooks out there. I'm so nervous with the kooks. I've been avoiding the train. I got to get on the train. I've been running into the city. It's quite delightful.
Well, at least you're getting some exercise there.
Oh, I'm fit as a drum.
You run into the city, then you see a kook and you run out. I saw a kook the other day, shirtless, dusty, a lot of dust on these guys. Shirtless, dusty, with the shorts, just crazy shit stains and everything, horrible stains, standing there against the wall, and somebody would walk by and he'd go, and they would go, Jesus Christ, and then he would just do it again. That was his whole day.
There's a guy that lives in Key West. That's his thing.
Key
He has
West?
bushes. Yeah, he's got 2 big ferns like Ace Ventura. And he just jumps out and goes, ah, and then goes, oh my God, and he goes back in there. And I think he's going to get killed because when people jump at me, I kick like a horse. I get scared.
Do you ever see those videos of like a guy will pop out of a garbage can and it looks like obviously a high school, and everybody goes, whoa, and then they do it with the black guy, and the black guy's like, ah! Hits him every time. It's a great video.
My buddy Derek had years ago. This is like pre-internet. I guess the internet was out, but it was gay or whatever.
Sure.
But this is at Kings Point Merchant Marine Academy, and there was this guy Steve Mernicki who was just a real nut.
Classic Nicky.
There's an M and an R in front of it. Mrnicki.
Oh,
It's like Mr. Nicky.
Mr. Nicky.
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
It's like Sabaro, where it's just like weird consonants in front of each other. How do you say that?
Sparrow.
Zabaro.
That took me 8 years to learn.
Yeah. Some people say Sabaro.
Yeah.
But that's not right.
I don't like those words. Just make it like knife. Just silent or not.
Knife.
There's
Back
no
the knife.
knife.
Yes. My dad always said knife, though. That was like his bit. Him
Oh, that
and
was a
knife.
bit.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
All right.
Yeah, he was silly.
I'd retool that one.
And then I'd always be, I'll retool you. What movie?
Retool you.
Retooling. I'll retool you.
Brian
Brian Doyle Murray.
Caddyshack.
Christmas Vacation.
Retool.
Pick up that blood.
There you go.
Boy, Brian Doyle Murray. Fantastic.
Funny guy.
And
Funny
then
family.
Bill Murray, what is he, raping people? He pulled a ponytail?
He pulled
is
a
that it?
ponytail. He's on the lam. They're coming after him. He moved to Mexico. He's freaking out.
Did I tell you I knew it was going to happen? Did I tell you my predictor?
Yes, you told me
The
to
golf.
predict. Yes.
What's the thing? The lady? I said this already?
You did. You were nicked.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, Steve Mernicki.
Uh-huh.
He was a nutcase. He drove my car a few times. You remember when you drank, but you didn't want to drink and drive, so you gave the keys to somebody else who was just as drunk?
Story of my life. I was the guy who got the keys. I'm the best drunk driver. I got a merit badge in it.
Well, I just never wanted to get arrested. I wasn't afraid of dying. I was afraid of getting arrested. So I'd be
Right.
like, you drive and I'll sit over here.
Same.
I wanted to die. But anyways, so Mernicki, they're all pipes. They in the hallway. They had a camcorder, old school. It was like 02, or 01. I don't know. It might have been 9/11. But they had a kid hide in a box, and he'd sit in the box, and then he'd jump out and scare all the plebes.
Okay.
That's the freshmen. And then all go, ah, and jump out of their shoes and run in their little gay outfits. But this Steve Mernicki, somebody tried it with him, and nobody gave the warning to this other kid that Mernicki's
boy.
a nut.
Yeah.
So he pops out of the thing, and he just kick through a crazy combo, beat the shit out of the kid and the box. He looked like Ace Ventura when he comes through the box.
Oh, yeah, with the tutu.
Bloody nose, black eye, tutu. The box is like,
Yes.
there was duct tape. It wasn't even there before. I mean, and the kid, he kept walking. He was one of those guys. He was like,
Whoa.
and then keeps walking. The kid's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. 100% Renicki was beaten as a child.
Oh, yeah. His
That came from
father made
somewhere.
him suck his mother's dick or something. Something happened there.
That guy knows how to beat up a box. Good for him. Hey, folks. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Native. You've heard us talk about our love for Native. Native is not just what's on the inside that counts, but the outside, too. That's why Native is releasing their deodorant in new and improved plastic packaging. Ooh. I love Native. I use it. The lady uses it. We all use it. It smells good. You got great taste, flavors, and some are unscented even. For you tough guys out there who don't want to smell like lavender, I get it. When you buy Native's new plastic-free recyclable package deodorant, you are saving 37 grams of plastic. Native is also a proud partner of 1% of the planet for committing 1% of their sales to environmental non-profits. That's pretty good. All of Native's other deodorants are aluminum and paraben-free, kills odor-causing bacteria, gives you 24-hour odor protection to keep you feeling and smelling fresh. Choose from 10 scents, including their classic coconut and vanilla, sensitive formulas that's formulated without baking soda, and even unscented, as I mentioned before. Ready to try plastic-free deodorant? Well, go to nativedeo.com/Tuesdays with Stories, one word, or use promo code Tuesdays with Stories at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/Tuesdays with Stories, or use promo code Tuesdays with Stories at checkout for 20% off your first order. Get on it, kooks!
Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is also brought to you by Lucy. You know about Lucy. If you're looking for nicotine gum, lozenges, or pouches to use nicotine to relax, focus, or just unwind after a long day, there's only one stop you should make, and that stop is Lucy. I enjoy Lucy. I love it. You know me. I am just, they got their hooks in me, these nicotine products. So I love a good Lucy. I get the gum. I get a nice pomegranate. I chew it up all day. Just three buddies chewing some gum. If you've been looking for an alternative to smoking, why not switch to nicotine product that you can feel good about? If you enjoy using nicotine, you should definitely check out Lucy's products at lucy.co. That's lucy.co, and use promo code Tuesdays at checkout. And if you're a listener from Canada, Lucy is now available at ca.lucy.co. Also, I have to read this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Remember, if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, use lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah. You got that right.
And the other one, I didn't get to see this story, but the other one, there was like some horses in the courtyard. They have the people come with the guns and the bullshit, and the horses march in.
What's this?
You know,
The military in England?
yeah, it's like a ceremony. Every
The
once in a
Civil
while.
War? Oh, I see.
It's a Merchant Marine Academy. So every once in a while, the senator comes or whatever the fuck.
Sure, and you got to shoot him on a horse.
You got to come in with some horses.
Right,
And
it's a celebration.
horses are always part of the shit. When
Yeah.
the president dies, horses come.
Yes, yes. I hate when a horse comes. It hurts. But yeah, I know what you mean. It is weird and the horses are like, I don't know what's happening.
I know. And then inauguration, you have to have a horse.
Right.
And all this stuff.
Parades, they have horses. These poor horses are getting dragged into shit they don't even understand.
What about sometimes you don't even put your foot in the stirrup and swing it? Sometimes they come up from behind and do like the leapfrog. You ever see that?
No leap.
You ever seen it?
With a
Pull up
horse?
tube video.
Yeah, like a cowboy runs up.
He
and
runs up from behind.
jumps.
When he's in a big hurry, he does like
Yeah.
a leapfrog.
That's the
and
coolest
lands.
move of all
Yeah.
time. That is the cool, and your ball sack hits right on that hump on the saddle.
The saddle hump.
The saddle hump. That hump is no joke.
No, my wife's got saddle humps and they're not so hot. But
Well, I hope you're jumping on it. Good Lord.
But I feel like the horse is sitting there eating curds and whey, and all of a sudden he's like, but
no,
Eddie,
I get it. I wonder if there's a horse out there like, you got to come to the gay pride parade. He's like, I'm putting my hoof down. I'm not going to that. I ain't no gay horse.
well, they could kick and fuck. I mean, I think they rape. They must rape, right?
Horses?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think animals have to rape or they die. Not die. The species would die out.
Right, but they must also, some of them want to fuck.
Some of them do, sure. But I think a lot of them, I remember I used to live in this neighborhood and I would hear like, and I'm like, that cat's getting retooled in the cooter.
You know, Mr. Ed, he couldn't get boners. That's
Is that
where I got the
right?
name, Mr. ED. Hi, folks.
Hey,
How we doing?
We'll see you all in hell.
How's everybody doing?
All
So let
right.
me just get right to the story.
Please, sorry,
So,
Nick.
Nicky, you know, it's one of these things. They come in with the 21 gun salute and the 3-horse asshole.
Sure.
They come in, they do a ceremony, they have to sing. So one of the horses, of course, being a horse, of course, he takes a huge shit, just a mound of horse shit.
That's what they do.
'Cause
Manure.
He's been eating, hay and grass and pussy.
Pussy, yeah.
So there's a big pile of shit with pubes in it, and everybody, all the people are marching, and they got to go around it. And this Bernicki guy He's in a mood. He doesn't give a shit. So he walks up in formation. He's in his dress whites, his shoes. You got to shine them. If you don't see your face, they beat you.
Right.
And he jumps up in the air, 2 feet, and just smashes down on the pile of horse shit. It sprays everywhere, all up on his boots, his whole uniform.
This guy's got some problems.
Goes straight to class, and now he's in class. And I'm driving the bus. He's in, civics class. I have no idea what civics is, by the way.
No idea.
He's sitting in civics. He's got shit everywhere.
I think it's a Honda.
It's a classic.
Okay. Wow, what a psycho. Who is this guy? What's he doing now? I'm scared he's going to come to my house and beat me.
He's a nut. I think he was from Maryland. I really bonded with him because he was a real nut, but he was really sweet. He'd really listen and he'd drive my car around. And I think he was sober at the time. I don't know if he still is.
He sounds like a kook, if you ask me, but he does sound fun. I mean, this guy's living on the edge. Who steps in poop purposely?
Well, I think you're tired of the school because you're working for the man and everything.
Well, why'd he join up?
Well, you have to have opportunities. You want to be a
I
sailor
see.
because these guys, once they've graduated, they sail. They make like $90,000 a month, and
They see the world.
They see the world, and
They
then
get
you can
laid.
become in charge. And all of a sudden,
Right.
you're driving the bus.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is I'll go to some small town. I just did Colusa, California. I did a casino gig out there, not bragging. And you see these people, and they're farmers. They're wearing overalls, and you're like, you're the guys who go to war. This is the guy. We're all Twinkie city queefs, oh, my coffee's too cold or whatever. The train is late. That guy's jerking off. But these guys, they deal with shotguns. They have boots on. They have overalls, facial hair. These are men, Jerry.
They're man. They really manned it up, but it was fun. I mean, I always went. I'd like to be a sailor if I could live another life. Do you have this as you get older? Now I'm midlife crisis. I'm old. I'm gay. Now I think like that sucks. You only get one life because I'm like I would have liked to have. Pursued a career in baseball. As a play-by-play, deep to left, it's out of here.
Well, here
Oh, my tits.
the good news is the life is long, and you see these guys they get into shit real late in life. These Larry Davids or whatever. Like, I'm gonna sell cars.
Right.
He's 75. I mean, it's a show premise, but I think you can do that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, sailing is tough. I guess I could go
You
to
could sail.
I could go to Maine. I mean, physically I could do it, but it's hard to get in. Although right now they have
Right.
a big job shortage, so maybe I could.
Well, you don't want to join the Navy, though. Now you're on the poop deck on the high seas at the USS R or whatever.
Yes.
So you don't want to do that. But sailing, you can pick up a boat, you wax it, you sand it, you got a sail out there, you're a nautical, the starboard bow, you're
Yeah.
in.
Starboard, yeah. It's starboard's to the right, port's to the left.
I wonder, because the Navy's known as being gay. That's like a big
Yeah, that's the old thing.
stereotype. Yeah, and I think it's because, A, you're on the high seas with dudes all day.
Sure, that's the main thing.
You're young, you're horny, and you're away from everybody. No one can see you scream.
Right, the sail away. It's similar to flight attendants.
Huh?
Flight
Are they gay?
attendants. You never heard that?
No.
Oh, that's like the oldest premise in the book.
What do
The
you
flight
mean?
attendants are very gay. You never notice every male flight attendant's gay.
Oh, I've seen the gays, but what does it have to do with the high seas and the skies?
Oh, so you know about the stereotype that flight attendants are gay.
Sure.
Ah.
I've seen them.
Well, it's similar in that they're flying around. They don't want to be home. They're like,
Cockpit.
okay, I'm off to this place. I'm off to that place because they're running.
They're
'cause
running
gay.
from their dad.
This is in the old days. Now people are quite accepting of the gays.
But they're still gay
Not
on
us.
those Jet Blues and Virgins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're. I see every dude on there is a homosexual.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm not saying everyone, but I'd say 90% of the male flight attendants are homosexuals.
Right. That's what I thought you never heard of.
No, I heard of that.
But the
I've seen
sailing,
it.
the sailing and the flying is similar. One's sailing away, one's flying away.
But I don't think people are boning on the flights. I think they're boning on the boats.
Nah, I don't think they're boning on the boats. Maybe in the 40s.
Oh, I think so. I mean, they got musicals on those things. They got a mop, a deck, a dick.
I think the majority of Navy guys are not actually gay. Like the flight attendant, that's a stereotype because it's true.
Yeah,
The Navy's an old stereotype.
it's a husband's tale.
Because they wear white, it's tight, they have bell bottoms.
Right.
And then there was all the musicals, Anchors Away.
Yes.
Anchors are gay.
Exactly, and I think
think.
they drink a little bit, but I think you get in your bunker. You're sleeping with you're bunking with a young chap from Iowa, whereas the flight attendant, it's a 4-hour flight. They go home and they get laid.
I think they go in the hotel, but I'm telling you, these sailors, by the way, not the most accepting group, I don't think.
Oh, really?
I think these sailors, they're out at sea going, how about these fucking, you know what's. This is not a politically correct situation out there in the high seas.
No, when you're on
They're pirates.
Yeah, they're pirates. When you're on the Black Sea, that's the only black thing about it. You know, they're not really dealing in the. I think you have no rules. You're on the water.
Right.
You're in an uncharted waters. You can say anything.
I mean, call in if you're a gay sailor, but it's a great line in Jaws, by the way. I'm not talking about pleasure cruising or gay sailing.
Yes, we're gonna need a bigger dick.
So I think sailors were gay. I also think that was considered a gay at some point, but it's so manly. But gays are quite manly.
But gays are manly. They're hairy, four-armed. They're taking it up the poop. I took theater as a kid because I liked theater, but I was the straight guy. I cleaned up.
But how many gay kids did you have in high school?
Well, nobody was out when I was,
Right, when we were banging, nobody was gay.
Nobody,
Hopefully gay.
except us. But we had a guy, Patrick, who was super gay, only had girlfriends. He was very dainty. He was very, he was fabulous, and everybody knew, but we were cool. Nobody hated him.
Sure.
If it was really gay, you didn't call him gay. If it was you,
Right.
I'd call you gay.
Right.
That's kind of how it went back then.
I'm hearing mirror movement out
Or the
there.
door slam. Easy. That's
this
kind of how
is
you can
bad.
tell. Like, I'll call you fatty,
Sure.
but I won't call Ralphie May fatty. I mean, he's
Yeah.
dead, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I won't call him at all.
No, he won't answer. But yeah, that's my point is you can kind of tell what's what by what you won't say.
Right. That's kind of like retarded. You'd never call someone with Down syndrome retarded.
No, but I call
you'd
you retarded.
Yeah, you'd be
Yes.
like, that's a little retarded kid.
I have a bit about that. Is retarded back? Oh, can we say retarded?
No, retarded is out big time.
You
Retarded's
sure?
bad. I'm sure.
I think it's coming back like baggy jeans.
I don't think so. No, because I do a joke about the word retarded, and a couple people get upset. I had a fan email me.
really?
Oh, Jason Katz, the director's calling me.
He's
scary.
walking his dog.
That's scary to me.
He's a sailor.
I know. I get so anxious because everybody's like, "You have to do this now. How come you haven't done this?"
Well,
I
you got
feel
time.
so stupid with the industry. People are like, "Have you gotten the Johnson rod?" I'm like, "I don't know about the Johnson. Have you done the Shubaboo?
Don't
Have you
worry
called
about
this
the industry's
Shubaboo?"
out. You're doing it. You're making waves. You're making moves.
But he's not industry. He's like alternative. He's the director. He's like, yeah, they took over my YouTube. Thank Christ on Christmas.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I would have 11 views at this point.
It's a lot of work. It's a whole thing that we don't understand. We write jokes. Now it's like the Mitch Hedberg joke. Can you farm?
That's exactly it.
I
I can't
know.
farm. I'm so stressed out.
No farming. Don't know how to farm. Farm it out, I say. Big pharma.
Is there anything? Usually I go on airplane mode. Is there anything more stressful than recording a podcast and you have someone texting and calling? You can see it going.
Of course, of course. Now, this is why Elon Musk to me is so fascinating and why I think a lot of people hate him and love him and all that. Can you imagine what he must be dealing with? You put out a special, you're like, I got to tweet this, I got to do 8 podcasts, I got to blow this guy, I got to go on a flight attendant and suck him off on the air. But Elon Musk is buying Twitter. He gets a ass load of hate all day long. He doesn't think about it. He's building spaceships. He's going to Mars. He's got a truck, cyber truck. He's got PayPal. He's African American. It's a lot.
Yeah, I think he has assistants. It's just built differently. Mentally,
He's built differently.
I'm just like I'm able to handle 3 things at a time, and you're just like, when am I going to write? I want to
I
write
know.
jokes. I want to tell jokes. I want to hang out with my niece, my nephew, my buddies, and Sarah. The whole thing. And it's just, it's very stressful. But nobody wants to hear this. There are roofers out there. They're plumbers.
Right.
They work in HVAC. I'm sorry. I'm gay. I hate myself.
I did a gig in Fort Wayne, and I had a guy like, man, we listen to you on the truck, on the forklift. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, that is the real deal job. Blue collar. This guy is an American guy with a job. And everybody else sits around like, JetBlue Mint ain't what it used to be or whatever. And it hit home, Jerry.
Well, it's very hard for everybody. Everybody's fighting a battle. When you bump into people, you should think, boy, Chuck was in a car accident today, for God's sake.
Allegedly.
Yeah, a very small, petite car accident.
Well, he's doing a good job of faking the handshake.
But let me tell you a little bit about it, because this happened 9 months ago. We never got to it because everything's been so crazy.
Pregnant?
But I was up in Boston for Patriots Day. As you know, I love the Patriots Day. Chuck, did you ever go to the marathon? You're a New Englander.
My brother's wife was running in it when the bombing happened.
Oh,
she was
wow.
like there. My whole family was like They knocked out all the cell phones. They couldn't communicate with each other.
Wow, I
It
was there
crazy.
too. Survivor.
I wasn't there that
didn't- I
day.
didn't-
Good show.
I
And it was
see
crazy
them.
because I knew my family was there, and I was at a Best Buy, and I saw on the TV the Boston bombing happen, and I couldn't talk to any of them.
Wow, it's amazing how quick you come up with a lie. I can't even believe it.
I know.
I mean, that is wild. No, that's crazy. I'm glad they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah, they were all fine. She finished like before it happened.
Oh, that's good. Thank God. I feel for, I mean, obviously, this is one of those things you say this. I feel for the people that didn't get to finish. People go, that's who you feel for? And I'm like, well, I first and foremost, the people that died and got hurt, obviously. I thought that goes without
I
saying.
know. I hate the fact that you can't feel for two things.
I know. And also, it literally goes without saying. Like people think you're like, I feel bad for the people that had flew in from wherever and had trained for this big day and they got to run 23 miles and they had to stop. And they're like, that's who you feel bad for? I'm like, you think I don't feel bad for the people that died? I don't feel bad for their families. That's what you think? That's what
I
you're getting
know.
from my statement?
We could do that all day. Oh, these poor people in Ukraine, they're getting heads blown off. You don't care about Africa? Well, can't I care about both? I just
know.
said one thing. What about the Asians? What about the kids making cell phones? You don't feel for them? I don't know. Fuck you.
And I didn't read about that just now. I just read about Ukraine.
I
So that's what
know.
I'm feeling bad for. I only have so much bandwidth to feel bad for people. Anyways, went up there, and now the Patriots Day, you know how much it means to me. I talk about it every year. It's the best day. I just can't describe it. And I'm sure you have this with Mardi Gras or
Yes,
the other thing, cooking,
sure.
whatever it is. You just go down there.
Cooking. I love cooking.
You go down there, you go up there, and it just feels like a community. You feel proud to be from there. Everything feels small. New England is big, but it's small.
Yes.
But it feels small, even though it's quite big.
Aha.
There's a lot of
that.
people, but it feels like a small town, particularly on Patriot Day, because it feels like the hearts and mind of everybody is in the same place at the same time.
That is a beautiful thing, especially now with all the disconnected, with the tubes and the phones and the inters, nets.
I hate an inner tube.
The bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. So yeah, when you can feel connected, I think that's all we really want too.
Of course, you want to feel connection.
I'm reading this book. It's called "Steal Your Focus." Give that a good.
Oh, yeah, I know that book.
Johan
Yeah.
something or
Yes.
other.
Yeah, he's
British
gay,
cat,
by the way.
Yeah, he's a big gay, great guy, fun guy, smart guy, and this guy is changing my life. It's all about just what is it?
Stolen focus?
Stolen focus.
Stolen
Thank
focus.
you. Stolen valor. And I like to steal, but this guy he's got it all down. He's got numbers. He's got stats. He broke it down. He makes it accessible and cute little cookie bite information. It's good stuff, man.
Well, we got to connect. We want to connect. So I go up to connect. Love to connect. Comedy Connection, where I started.
Sure. Love connection.
So I go up to Patriots Day, and it's Laugh Boston. I'm doing my agent is so good. I have the best agent ever.
Wow, you don't hear that every day.
He booked 10 months in advance. He books Laugh Boston on Patriots Day weekend.
On purpose or was it
On
a-
purpose.
Oh, that's
he knows.
a king.
He's like, all right, I got you bossed. I routed for Patriots Day. This way you're off Sunday. I know you take your nephew to the game. He knows everything.
That's lunch.
Just a fan. He's a Tuesday, by the way.
Whoa, an Asian Tuesday.
What?
Asian?
Agent.
Agent.
Yes.
Sorry, stop agent hate.
So I got the Laugh Boston. I go up there, and now the shows are all selling out in advance.
Oh, isn't that the best feeling?
It's a nice thing, hometown. You're going up there,
That's lunch.
and it's so thrilling. So Sarah and I go up there, and we stay downtown. And it's just beautiful weather, 65 degrees. So everyone and all the runners are in the hotel. I've never stayed in a hotel Patriots Day weekend. Normally at my parents' house. So all the runners that you can tell everyone's a runner. They all get their gear and their stuff, and then all the handicap runner people are there, whatever it's called now.
Disabled.
The wheelchair people.
Nubs, hoppers. I don't know what they call.
Whatever it is, the wheel people, they're like the wheelers. It's like Return to Oz. Remember that
Oh
movie?
yeah, those guys are freaky.
That was really scary.
Scary shit, fatty. What do you call those? The
Wheelbarrow.
The handicapper.
Now it's
Handicapable.
called, I think it's called hand racing or
Jumpers or
I don't know. What do they call that? I think it's literally called wheelchair still.
I think it's cripple.
With the appropriate word?
Yeah.
No, that's called
handicapable.
no
Disabled?
Disabled, I think.
There
I
we
think it's
go.
disabled, but it's
Cain and Abel.
wheeled people.
Yeah, wheel
Anyways,
people.
I'm seeing the wheel people. It's very exciting.
Wheel time with Bill Maher.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they're there. Here, they're there.
Sure.
I can't. I got my focus is stolen.
Aha.
I'm all
It's a good book.
whacked out
Check
on
it out.
pipes.
Gay writer.
So we're having this great weekend. The first day, Friday morning, we go. I'm like, let's go for a run. Sarah and I, we're big runners. We're queefs. We run everywhere. So we go for a run. We go down to the Esplanade on the Charles River. We run over the Longfellow Bridge, across Cambridge, back over the Harvard Bridge. It's just spectacular. Running on the Charles, the what do you call it? Rose blossoms. What are those called?
I don't know.
Cherry blossoms. The cherry blossoms. They smell like cum.
Pop it.
I love cum. My dad loves cum, so I'm running along the Charles.
We're made from cum.
We have a great run, a cum run. Then we walk down Boylston. I'm like, let me go show you the finish line.
Come on, Eileen.
So we walk down to the finish line, Copley Square, it's festive. The race isn't for another 2 days, but it's just festive.
Love festive.
So everyone thinks we're runners because I go to the New Balance store. I bought some new sneakers. I bought these kicks.
Ooh-wee.
And I bought some running shirt, all this gear. Everyone's like, good luck Monday. And I don't even correct them. I go, you got it. I can't wait.
Yeah,
my
soak it
hamstring,
in.
I hope it holds up.
Yeah, take it. You got a weak hammy. Let them think it. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Fanimal. Fanimal. I love a good live event, but I hate buying those darn tickets. The hidden fees, they suck, and the coordinating with friends, it's all a nightmare. I always end up fronting a bunch of money and chasing down pals to get reimbursed. And if they flake, I'm stuck with the whole gosh darn bill. But then I discovered Fanimal. Fanimal has tickets to everything, and there are no fees. The price you see is the price you pay. I love stuff like this. Get in there. Screw the man. Enough with the anal raping. Let's get some straight-on stuff here. Fanimal has tickets to everything. Not only are the prices transparent, but they're almost always lower than everywhere else. And for any hot ticket like the Governor's Ball or Lollapalooza, Fanimal is always the cheapest option. Nobody goes to live events alone, so why buy tickets alone? Fanimal's group purchase makes it easy. First, you set a minimum size for your group and choose the number of tickets you want to pay for yourself. Then you invite friends. When the minimum size is met, everyone gets charged and receives their ticket. If the minimum size isn't reached in time, nobody gets charged. Wow. You don't commit until your friends do. This is killer. Oh, yeah, and Fanimal has amazing customer service. Don't take my word for it. Check out their hundreds of 5-star reviews. The next time you need tickets, go to Fanimal.com and sign up with Tuesdays for $20 of credit toward your first purchase. Check out Fanimal and experience more. Get on it, Fanimal.
Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by, you know what I'm about to say, Sheath Underwear.
Oh, come on.
Just like your parents, some things are just better when they're separate. And now the folks over at Sheath are finally separating your dick from your mouth. Balls. Whoops.
Oh, boy.
Dick from your balls. Just kidding, Robert. We love you, Robbie. Bobby Patton.
Hey, Pat.
American war veteran buddy of ours. We love this son of an onion. He made underwear. I'm wearing them right now. I can tell you that. I know which ones I got on because I've been wearing them for 3 days. Butt rash. I love these undies. They are the best. They keep your dick and balls separate. They're like silky smooth, but also tight in all the good ways.
Yes.
They're just the perfect underwear. They're my number one underwear. You know we love them. They love us. We love them. You've got to get Sheath underwear. You're not doing underwear right if you're not wearing Sheath. U.S. Army soldier in Tuesday, Robert Patton, knew there had to be a better way to keep his dick from sticking to his leg, and Sheath was born. Comfy and cool. Sheath comes in many different patterns. You can have a pair ready for any occasion. And they didn't leave out the ladies either. My wife was wearing a pair last night.
Oh, yeah.
The comfort you guys know for your balls, Sheath is applied to boobs with their sports bras. Go to sheathunderwear.com and order with promo code TUESGAYS.
Yes.
Get 20% off your first order and Sheath's 100% money-back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code TUESGAYS.
Hell yeah.
Get Sheath underwear and let them support your balls.
Sick.
So we go down past the finish line. I'm telling all the stories. This is where the bombs went off. I remember being here when I was 11. I came here when I was 15. Then we go on Newberry Street. It's almost Sarah's birthday, so we walk up and down Newberry Street. I said, get whatever you want. I'm buying.
There we go.
So we bought a few records. I bought something for my mother. It's her birthday, too. Just a great day out in the city. It's nice to feel like a tourist in your own town.
I know. It is lovely. And I love that somebody puts up signs. They put up decorations. They're all out there. I love that somebody got that going.
It's a beautiful day, beautiful city. We go back. I got Bulger texting me. Mike Whitman's coming out. Bulger's hanging. The old gang.
I love it.
And then Uncle Dale comes to the show. My parents come to the show. They don't say much. My sister comes. The whole family's there.
Everybody's coming.
Just a great time. Great hang. We're in the back. It's me, Bulger, Mike Whitman, Jim Whitman. We're telling all the old stories. Remember that time Tom Dustin took a piss on the... Oh, my God. What about when E.J. Murphy said this? Oh, that was wild. Kevin Knox. Can't forget Kevin Knox. Great time.
Sure.
Great hang. Then Sunday, I take my nephew to the baseball game. That's a good time. My friend Canner and Bart, they come up to the game. We sing Sweet Caroline, the whole thing.
Beantown.
Then it's Monday morning. You set the alarm for 8 a.m. The game starts at 11 a.m. The only pre-noon professional sports event, which is exciting.
Now, where's the wife and all that? Is she excited? Is she like, 8 a.m., I want to sleep. I don't care about baseball.
Well, this is the first year she ever came. And so,
wow.
I know, I've been
You gotta
fingering
get
her
better.
as hard as I could.
Yeah, hit the clit.
8th grade, but...
Sure.
So she never comes, and I say, you have to come because it means so much to me. Don't you see? This is the biggest day of my life.
Sure.
I love this day, the family, the friends, the game, the festivities. So I say, please.
And
she comes.
all right.
But Sunday's her birthday, and I'd already committed to take my nephew to the game.
Oh.
So I'm a bad husband because I'm like, I got to take my nephew to the game. It's his Christmas gift. He's never been. I'm gay.
How's he never been to a game? What is this kid, disabled?
Well, he's 13. People, Boston is so expensive. The rest of the country, you go to like a Kansas City Royals game for $50, you can pitch.
Right,
But
exactly.
Fenway, for a bleacher seat, it's like $125. It's a goddamn
What?
nightmare. I'm not kidding.
These inflations. Thanks, Putin.
$60 to park. It's horrendous.
Wow, this is bad news.
So it's her birthday, whatever. We take her there. We make do. Bulger comes down. We go to my parents' house after. We have a big bonfire. Bulger comes down. We're playing cornhole, the whole thing.
Love cornhole.
Then the next day, it's Monday morning, and this is where Sarah starts to hit the skids because it's like 8:15. I'm like, come on.
Uh-oh.
Time for a second straight day of baseball in the cold. Bundle up. You got to get up. And she sleeps till 11. She's a sleeper.
Oh, boy. Whose birthday is this?
Well, my birthday was about 10 days earlier.
All right. This is turning Make-A-Wish territory here. We got 2 baseball games. We got ice cream. I'm sure a cookie. You pushed your wife off a cliff here.
I spent $17,000. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
It was just insane. I bought everybody a ticket. Uncle Dale came. His wife came. My niece came.
Yeah.
Cantor, Bart, my father. So it was a group of 9 of us.
Woo-wee.
So you get up at 8:15. My mother starts cooking. We're
that's
kicking her in
nice.
the asshole. She's making eggs and omelets and the thing.
That way, Deb.
And then you put on the news, ABC or whatever they call it, local news.
I love the local.
Channel 7, WHDH. And they're doing all the same story. We make all the same comment. Do you have holidays like this?
Oh,
Events?
You
Where
have
you
to
go?
do it. The weather, the news. You hit the same couple of jigs.
You go, wow, these guys run 7 minute mile. If I ran, my ankle would be broke. I'd be in a wheelchair the next day. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Don't get me started on shitting myself. I shit myself on Tuesday, let alone on a marathon.
So, but it's fun. It's kitschy, and we haven't had it for years because of stupid fucking COVID. Mm-hmm. So it all feels good again. I pile everyone in my car. My sister goes in that car. I'm like, you follow me. We drive into the city. You park. I bunched into a Tuesday, by the way. He's like, hey, it's Joe List. I said, hey, how you doing?
Woo-wee, the fans are out.
So shout out. We go out to the bleachers. We're like classic bleacher creatures. I'm heckling. I'm yelling. Beautiful day for baseball. We all get sunburned.
Yes.
Then choose.
Yes.
So we watched the game. Great ball game. And they ended up losing, but it was fun because it emptied out. We all had a good time. You sing
Okay.
Sweet Caroline. Everyone's arm in arm. Take me out to the ball game. All the shit, all the jizz.
Packed out.
Packed out. I mean, it was wild. Perfect day. So then I go, this is where it gets really fun, everybody. Let's go down to Kenmore Square and bring home the runners.
Here, here.
And this is where you become part of something. It becomes this beautiful community because all the winners are long gone. They take 2 hours. They finished in the 3rd inning.
Sure.
You go down to Kenmore Square and everyone's cheering, and here come the people that take 4, 5 hours to run. These are the losers. They're coming in 858th place,
Get it
859.
together. We need a bombing for them. Get rid of them.
So they're way back, and they all put a name tag. Stevie.
Ooh,
Bill.
big mistake.
No, it's good.
But now you can heckle.
No, I don't heckle. I
Specifically, hey,
cheer.
Stevie, get your act together, you fatty.
Well, we're different. We're cut from different cloths, I'll tell you that.
What are you,
because
disabled?
I go crazy. I'm crying, tears streaming. I'm like, come on, Greg. And then it's like mass state police. I'm like, come on, trooper. Go, trooper. Come on, BFD, Boston Fire Department, let's go. And they were all screaming. Then I got a friend from high school, Lindsay Wolf, I think is her married name, whatever.
Lindsay Wolf.
Lindsay. So she's running, and you can track. You get the tracker.
Oh, the Wolf Pack
And they're
track.
like, she's wearing this. This is what she's wearing. And then she's coming up. She's
Shows
a
what she's
mile away,
wearing?
a half a mile away.
Oh, wow.
Well, we knew what she was wearing because of her sister.
I see.
But her sister wasn't running. She was telling us what she was wearing. So we're keeping an eye out. Is that her? Is that her? I don't know. But everyone that comes by, you're like, go, Betty. Go, Susan. And I'm bawling. I can't stop crying. 'Cause
Oh,
you
my
care about the
God.
people.
Wow. This is heavy.
It's a community. And then you're like, that's Lindsay. And we go like, that's Lindsay. Oh, man, go. And she's waving. And some people run through. They're doing this, you know. And so you're like, give it to them.
That's nice. Positive.
I'm hitting the people next to them. I'm like, come on. I'm not hearing from you. Why am I
Yeah,
hearing
little
from you?
energy. Little energy.
And some people it says like Dave running for Stu because his kid died in a fire or whatever. So you're like, do it for Stu. And
Yes,
he's like-
Stewie.
You can see him get teared up. I'm like, Stu, baby.
Yes.
And we're a mile away. I'm like, 1 mile to go. I
Hell
was
yeah.
like, way to go. And my dad's yelling, my sister's yelling, Cantor's drunk.
Yes.
It was so thrilling. I love it. You gotta come. You should come next year.
I'm down. I might run.
Oh my God. Of course it makes you want to run. I ran like 5 miles the next day, 4 the next day, 3 the day after that, and I haven't
Sure.
run since. But what a day.
Wow. I got chills, Jerry. That was really something, fatty.
Well, then after an hour of cheering, I go, and it's this weird thing. You've reached an age where, like, I feel like I'm like the leader now.
Uh-huh.
Like, my dad's old. His
Oh,
legs
yeah.
hurt.
He's
I
out.
go, all right, folks. And I drove. I paid.
Right. Well, he doesn't have any bandwidth. This guy never talks. You can't be a leader with no chat.
Yeah, he threw a few let's goes. It was fun. Yeah, a couple pops.
That's not enough for leadership.
So I go, all right, guys, back to the house. Cornhole, big fire, beers, hot dogs.
Yeah. Did you relapse?
No relapse.
All
we,
right.
we pack everybody back in the car. We drive back to Whitman. We start up the big fire. We're shoving all the logs and the assholes in there. Bulger comes back down. It's me, Bart, Bulger. My sister, Uncle Dale, Funkle Dale, the whole gang.
Love it.
It was something else. And then you sit around the fire, and it just makes you feel a part of something. I love it. It is just a great, great tradition. God bless New England. Go Sox.
And God bless you for not going, you know what? I'm at this marathon. I need content. Woo!
Oh,
We
content.
filmed the baseball game. Hey, cousin Jeff. Hey, Uncle Dale. Hey, Sarah, who's divorcing me. We got to have a post. We got to have a tweet and a reel.
I know, but this is why I suck at comedy. I'm like, I'm out of career. I can't sell a ticket outside of
No.
Boston. By the way, I went to Boston. I sold out every show. I made about $48,000. Then I go to Buffalo. They're like, here's your $300, you piece of shit. Get out of here. Next time, do a reel at the marathon. You fucking loser.
That's the breaks, folks. The ups, the downs. Holy shit, what a tale.
Oh, it was great.
Man, that's what makes life worth living.
Oh, hey, take a licking and keep on bricking, whatever the fuck it means.
It's crazy that, you got to cherish, because I listen to all these quotes when I'm home. I put on YouTube, and it'll be like Ben Franklin quotes, and it just has a fucking black and white screen with a fat Ben Franklin, and he just says, to each his anal. And there's like shitty music behind it, and he's like, time is money. And I love that. I don't know why I love quotes, because what's cool about quotes is a lot of them apply today.
Of course.
And they're from 1801 or whatever.
Well, the ones that don't apply today, you don't hear. I'm sure there's plenty of quotes being like, a horse up the ass is worth a feather in the nose.
I think that
Something.
applies. That applies. I've had a horse up my ass. It's all pipes. So, but yeah, I love quotes. Even like Alexander the Great, Alexander the Mediocre, all these guys, they all have good quotes. They all Bonaparte. They all still hold up.
Graham Bell.
Yes, Alexander.
Graham Bell.
He's never called me. But
Remember that old joke? He says, I'm working on an invention. Dick, do you ever hear this joke?
no.
I'm working on an invention. Go in the other room. I'll call you. And the guy goes, go in the other room and call me. And the guy says, what's the number? And he goes, 1.
That's
That's
fun.
an old
That's
gag.
fun. I like it.
It is funny to be like, call me. Like, what do you mean? Call you.
I saw it a mile away, and I couldn't wait for it. I was excited. Good for Graham
That's
Bell.
Good fun. Someone came up with that.
Graham Cracker.
Yeah.
All right.
Graham, who's the guy?
Instagram.
Who's the Monty Python one? John Graham,
Graham
Lindsey
Parker.
Graham. No.
Graham Chapman.
Graham Chapman. There you go.
Ah,
He's
good
dead.
name. He died? Oh, man, everybody's dying.
They're all
Saget,
dead except
Louis
for
Anderson,
Cleese. Cleese is the only live one, I think.
Gottfried,
Or
Chad.
maybe Eric Idle. Is Eric Idle alive?
He's alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Gilliam? No,
Gilliam died, I
He
think.
died?
yeah.
No.
Pretty sure.
Gilliam's cooking.
Let me see.
I think Gilliam's dead.
We should bet on it.
I don't want to bet.
I bet
think
you
he died.
a chocolate scone.
He's not dead?
Gilliam's he's running around.
he's dead.
It doesn't say dead. It says he was born in 1940 and he's 81 years old.
That's
No
alive.
kidding.
Gilliam's going.
How about that? He betrayed. He flew the coop. He's a British guy now. He doesn't live here anymore.
But he was British.
No, he's American. He's
No, he's
American. He
American.
managed to penetrate Monty Python.
Whoa.
He's the American in the group.
Born in Minnesota.
Wow.
There you go.
I saw him on a TV thing. He had a British accent.
I think he adapted after he's lived there since 1975 or something.
That's cuckoo. I don't like a fake accent. Who is he, Johnny Depp?
Well, I'm thrilled to know he's alive. How about that? I thought he's back to life in my head.
We got three pythons.
And Idol's alive?
He's got to be alive. I saw him on James Corden a week ago doing karaoke.
I think he's alive. So maybe it's just Graham Chapman died early.
Graham Chapman had cancer.
He had
Ugh.
cancer, yeah. He had cancer.
Sounds made
Eric
up.
Idle's alive.
And then there's
Idol.
Cleese, and then who's the other asshole there?
Yeah, I know.
The ugly
Graham
one.
Chapman. He played King Arthur. Then there's Cleese.
Huh.
Gilliam did all the directing animation shit. Then there's Eric Idle. And then who's the fucking other asshole? Don't tell me.
I don't know. I don't
There's
know.
one more asshole.
Rex Cleveland.
Let me think. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it.
Ron Perlman.
People are yelling at the screen. And they're yelling, who the fuck is Monty Python?
It's tough. These names are kind of tough to stand out.
Hold on.
The
Rhea
British
Perlman.
names. Hold on.
No, I know it.
Sid Caesar.
Tommy Two-Tone.
Close.
Tommy.
Tim. Tom. Dave.
Tim Dillon.
Two.
It's a T. You got a T.
Ted.
Terry Jones.
What is
Terry
it?
Jones.
Terry
Thank
Jones.
God.
And
Oh,
There's
is
another
another
one?
python? Snakes
more
on a
python.
plane.
Terry Gilliam, Terry Jones, Graham Chapman,
There's two Terrys.
John Cleese, Eric Idle. There's another one?
one more.
Is he like the Ringo? Who is this guy?
No, you'll be like when you hear it.
Oh, yeah, he's big. He's big.
Like
Yeah.
Pete Best?
He's big.
Hold
Stu
on.
Sutcliffe. Terry Jones is the Ringo. That was quite a pull.
I see.
That was a big pull.
That was good.
Ron?
Bill,
No.
Bill,
Rex.
Ronnie Spector,
Roger.
Bill,
Mike.
Matt, Murray.
It's Mike. Michael.
Jones.
Oh, Michael Chapin, Michael Chapin Carpenter.
That's close.
Michael
Mike
Chaplin.
Tyson.
Michael Chapin. Chaplin. Hold on, don't say
Michael
it.
Charter.
No,
Michael
no.
Chesterfield.
No, I read some of his book. It's a C. It's Chaplin.
That's not a C.
Chap.
No, it's not
Mike
a C.
Seaver.
Isn't there a CH?
That's growing pains.
No, you had it. Was
Michael
close.
Palin. Palin.
He's got it.
Palin.
Palin.
Mike
Woo,
Palin.
Michael
That's
Palin.
like Chapin was pretty good.
Michael
Chapin was
Palin.
close.
I knew
All right.
I knew the N.
Nailing
Chapin,
Palin.
You knew the long
Palin.
A. You knew the end.
Michael
Good.
Palin. I read some of his book and I didn't
All
care
right.
anymore.
Well, that was for about 4 people. And we're coming to London soon, folks, so you're welcome.
I'll be in London next week, May 19th in Soho. Not the Soho Theater. It wasn't available. And we only have one day of overlap.
I know. What day?
I think that whatever day you get in, I'll be there. I leave the day
Oh,
after.
that's a shame. What a crime that is.
I know. I was all excited. Now I'm like, I don't know who I'm going to hang out with. And text me if there's a big British podcast. And I'm talking big. Over 5,000 listeners.
Speaking of Graham, you got Graham Norton out there. Maybe you can pop on his gay show.
Love Graham Norton. He's good.
Is he?
I don't know. My sister and her sister love him. They
I
love
like-
British because their mother's British.
Ah, my mother's gay. I like Graham Bell. No, what is it? Jim Norton. He's good.
Jim Norton, very good.
All right. Well, yeah. Russell
Peters.
Peters. No.
Russell Brand.
No, there's another Russell.
British Russell?
British, he's big.
Russell.
Maybe Russell's the last name.
Russell.
He's cute blonde
Young?
guy. I saw him at Gotham recently.
Bertrand Russell? Is that sound right?
No, that's a writer.
Russell.
Oh.
Clay Bertrand?
Wait, maybe it's not Russell. Give me a
Bill
comedian.
Cosby's brother? Russell Cosby?
No.
So we don't know his name, and I got to figure out who it is.
British.
Professional
young,
wrestling?
Cute comedian.
Jimmy Carr.
He's similar. He's in that wheelhouse. Wheelchair.
Michael Palin.
Shit. It might be Russell something.
Adam
Feels like there's too
Adam
many
Hess.
Russells. He's blonde. He's got a podcast. It's big.
Brett Goldstein.
No, he's a
Oh.
Jew.
Daniel Kitson, I put in
Kitson's funny.
I put in young, cute British comedian.
Okay, it'll come up eventually.
Interesting.
But we'll move on until you get it.
What'd you say? Cut
Oh,
it.
Russell Howard.
Oh, Russell Howard.
Did I get? Is that it?
I've heard of that name. That's a basketball player, isn't
That's
it?
a Russell. Bill Russell.
Yeah, Russell Howard.
Thank you.
He's cute, blonde.
Thank you.
Okay,
All
well, maybe I
right.
could get, hey, Russie.
He likes us too.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he mentioned it
likes it.
once. He said, "Hey, I like you," and I said, "All right, keep moving." But cute.
He's older
guy.
than you. He's not that young.
Oh, really?
42.
Wow, he looks great. Black don't crack. But either way, we're gonna be in London, foggy London town, and I don't know anything about the show we're doing. It's some kind of TV thing.
Yeah, I'm meeting with the producers this week, so I'll find out.
Fill me in there, fatty, because I'm clueless. And we'll have a. I'm bringing the lady. Here's what's fun. She's a Soho House member out here, and Soho House started in England. So we're gonna go to the Soho House.
Oh, that's fun. I'm so sad there's not overlap.
I know Soho
Come
sad.
in early. Maybe you can come a little early.
I always do, but I'm coming in like 4 days early already, so I'm already pushing it.
I didn't know what was going. I thought I was going for 4 days. I'm there. They got me there for like 11 days. I don't
know.
get it.
Well, they keep doing the thing where they go, "Well, you want to come in a day early?" And I go, all right. I hate coming in a day early, but they're right. It's overseas. It's international. It's a time change. So then they go, "Well, if you're coming in a day early, you might as well come in a day before that because you want to get situated, get used to the
Right.
time, then have a day, then record." So
Right.
they just keep pushing it back, and then leaving. You're like, you might want to wait a day
That's
and then
what they
leave.
said.
So
Yeah,
you're
they're
like,
you don't want to
"Geez."
leave the next day after the taping, and I'm like, I have a home, I have a life, I have a
Yes.
wife, I and then I'm going straight to Seattle, by the way, which is that's 8 hours difference.
Woo!
I'm gonna be all whacked out. I said,
Yeah.
tell the kids that Funkle Joe's gonna be fucking Stunkle Joe because I'm gonna be shitting my pants and sniffing my own asshole.
You're gonna be loopy like Mike Chaplin or whatever his name is. You better get some blow or Adderall because you're gonna be all over the road. But what do you gotta move these kids over to the East Coast? You're losing your life on Seattle. You're like Cobain.
Trust me. By the way, his wife, who's my close friend too, she's like, the house next to us is available. And I'm like, I'm not buying an $850,000 house in Gig Harbor, you son of an onion.
I don't know. I've seen you on vacation. You drop money like Russell Peters.
I know, but also, here's the thing. Don't you agree? Because Derek's a listener. My friend Derek is a merchant marine.
D-Dog.
And I don't know if you've ever heard
He's
of
gay.
fucking Newark, New Jersey, but there's a whole bunch of ports there. It's quite a port town.
Big port.
So I want to move to the Jersey Shore, Red Bank. Did I tell you about the guy that's upset? He said I'm fucking up the housing market by talking about Red Bank. It's literally
Jesus
literally
Christ.
the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Get a life.
And I wrote
Queef
back,
dick.
I'm like, how many people do you think, how many Tuesdays do you think have bought homes in Red Bank, New Jersey
This guy, people
enough to
complain about
send the
anything.
fucking economy up?
What a piece of shit. Kill yourself, you red bank asshole. Enough's enough. We can't get a complaint about anything.
And I wrote that to him, and he wrote back, he's like, you're more powerful than you think. I'm telling you, the houses went up. And I'm like, I guarantee you, call in if you're a Tuesday who in the last 6 months purchased a house in Red Bank,
Or
New Jersey,
condo.
explicitly because I said I want to move to Red Bank, New Jersey. I'm not fucking Bob Dylan.
Well, yeah, you're not Mad Money Mike or whatever that guy is. You're not dealing with money and finances and housing markets. You're just saying you want to buy a house there.
We have like 8,000 listeners. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not
What a psycho.
swinging the entire housing economy.
If that was the case, you might as well talk about who you're voting for. You'll skew the whole market.
I have, and we lost half our listeners.
There you go.
I still got people telling me I'm a cuck liberal piece of shit.
Oh,
But-
man, what a nightmare.
But literally, he pushed back. Was that you knocking?
Oh,
Jesus
thank
Christ! It
God.
scared the hell out of me. But anyways, don't you think he should pack up and move to Jersey because we each have well-paying jobs? Mine is show business. His is merchant marine. He just needs a coast.
He needs a coast, and Seattle stinks. Look, it's got moments. You got the Pacific Northwest, you got a little nature out there. You got Rainier Mountain and a couple islands. But the city sucks. The people suck. It's all Amazon. The traffic's coming up. Move out here. Jersey's plentiful.
The shore, you got the ocean, and Gig Harbor. But it's not even an ocean; it's a harbor. It's just flat, still water.
There's also Long Island, which is a porty.
Yeah, you
porta
can go
potty.
to Long Island. You got Newark, Baltimore, Rhode Island has some people that make stories up. It's just it's a good coast.
Great coast to coast, bi-coastal. Get over here. Come on, D-man.
D-Money.
Yeah, and he's a merchant marine. You can live anywhere. I thought you guys were tough. Bring the kids. They want to grow up around nice people, not these Seattle queefs.
Exactly. So, anyways, let me plug the special. This year's material on YouTube. It's cooking. Keep coming. Keep.
Oh, where are we at? Are we all right?
58.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we've been on for 3 hours. So like, subscribe, tell some friends. I got a whole shitload of dates. By the time you listen to this, hopefully I've updated my website. I really do suck at show business. I'll be in San Francisco in June, Vancouver June 11th, August. I'm Baltimore. Oh wait, June I think is Baltimore. Anyways, I'm in Baltimore. I'm in Nashville. I'm in. Fuck, I suck so bad.
Well, you got a phone device.
I got a book.
And
Hold
a book.
on. I brought my backpack just for this fucking stupid
Let me go
shit.
while you're
go.
flipping jizz here. All right. I'm in Oklahoma City as well as London. DM me if you got a show out there. I might see it. I might not. I'm bad with DMs. Huntsville, Alabama, Baltimore as well, Chicago, Burt Kreischer Tour, Irvine Improv, Houston Improv, Lexington, Kentucky, Dallas, San Antonio. I'm all over Texas. Palm Beach Improv, Richmond Funny Bone, Brea Improv, and Orlando Improv. Woo, boy, that'll be fun. Good times. I'm at Minneapolis Pantages Theater. Cleveland has no tickets sold. Please come out. God damn it, what the hell's wrong with Cleveland? Say hello. Praise Allah. Get a T-shirt. Get a mug. Say hi to Shelby. Chuck's in a car accident. He's in a coma. And it's all pipes. Renicki.
All right, here they are. I finally got them. That wasn't so hard. June 9th to the 11th, San Francisco Punchline. I'm worried about the kooks. Somebody walked me to the gig, for
A
God's
lot
sake.
of kooks out there in SF.
And Vancouver, Rickshaw Theater on June 12th. Every single person in Vancouver has written to me about the kooks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have a car just drive by full speed. I'll duck and roll out of there.
Sure.
The weekend after that, Magoobies, Baltimore-ish, whatever the fuck it is, whatever town. June 16, 17, 18, Magoobies. Let's sell that one. Atlanta Punchline. I've never headlined there ever in my whole life. June 24th and
Nice.
25th. Come out to that one. A lot of people messaging about that. Then Toronto, July 29th, one night only. Come to that, son of a bitch. Then it gets crazy in August. I got the Des Moines Funny Bone, Nashville Zanies, the Liberty Funny Bone.
Nice. Good clubs.
That's going to be fun. And then Royal Oak at the end of September. So a whole bunch of shit. Please
the
get
Oak.
some tickets. Come on out and spread the word about the special. George is saying cut it. My father's gay. It's all pipes. My sister's ass.
Thank you. Come in my mouth. We'll see you in hell. Praise Allah. Comedy.